Welcome to this GiftWorks video. My name is Steve Faithful, and this is the first of a two-part video series that will give you a very fast-paced overview of some of the new or enhanced features available to you in GiftWorks 2011. To understand each feature more, be sure to watch the in-depth videos that will review each of the new or improved features contained in GiftWorks 2011. Let's get started by looking at our very first feature, which is the ability to add files to donors. In previous versions of GiftWorks, you were able to add notes and tasks for donors, and you were able to set up pictures for donors, but you weren't able to incorporate files like Word documents or Excel documents or PDF files into a donor's history. But with GiftWorks 2011, you now can. And to do that, I'm going to sign into GiftWorks. I'm going to go to the settings area very quickly and turn on GiftWorks file storage. This will allow me to begin storing files for my donors. Turn GiftWorks file storage on, and I can quickly set up the number of files per donor that I want to be able to set up and the maximum file size per file for each donor. Keep in mind that the limit for GiftWorks Standard is 5 files per donor, and if you upgrade to GiftWorks Premium, that can take you up to 200 files per donor. Once I've turned on GiftWorks file storage, I can then go to a donor, and on the left side, click on Add a File. I can go ahead and browse for the file that I want to do. In this case, it's an Excel document. And I can provide a title and a description. Once I do that, I can click Save, and I'll see that now incorporated as part of the donor's information by clicking on Notes, Tasks, and Files, and I'll see this information. I have some options out at the end, such as edit these details for this file. I can view or open this document. I can save a copy of it if I wanted to save it back to my local machine, or I can delete this. GiftWorks adding files for donors allows you to keep track of all your files for each donor, and I can also use my search in the lower left-hand corner, so I can search by file title. And there's other ways incorporated into GiftWorks, such as smart lists, to search for donors that contain certain files. I can search by file date, title, description, or whether they have files or not. So we've incorporated the ability not only to add files for donors, but the ability to track your donors by those files as well. The next change to GiftWorks 2011 that I'd like to show you is in the area of custom fields. To show you that, I'm going to click on the Settings button at the top, click on Customize, and then click on Manage Donor Custom Fields. Now the changes I'm going to show you in a moment apply not only to donor custom fields, but also to donation custom fields. When I click on Manage Donor Custom Fields, I'm going to click the Add a New Field link at the top, and you'll notice two new things. The first is that we've added two types of custom fields. These are brand new types. The first is number, and the second one is currency. We give you 5 each, and for GiftWorks Premium, we provide you 10 each of these types. And these types are to store very specifically number type values or money or currency type values. The second change we've made is for GiftWorks Standard users, we've provided you additional custom fields that are available to you. The first is for list dropdown. We've increased the number from 6 to 8. For dates, we've increased it from 2 to 4, and for other types, we've increased them, like text boxes or check boxes, we've increased them from 4 to 6. So we hope not only the new types will be helpful to you, but also the additional types, the additional number of custom fields that are available to you will be helpful. Let me show you where the number and currency can be really helpful, especially in the area of reporting. So if I go to the donors area, and I click on a donor and I edit this donor, I'll scroll down and I see that I have a number and a currency field for this donor. The first is this is a number, and I have a value of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I also have this is a currency, $765. When I go to reports and I click on donor reports and I view donors by smart list, if I scroll over, I'll see that this report has been customized, and the number custom field and the currency custom field has been added to this report. And because GiftWorks knows that this is a currency value and that this is a number, it can go ahead and properly total these values. So we hope not only the new types, but also the increased amount of custom fields that are available to you will be helpful. And we hope as you report and try to analyze your donor information, that this totaling on reports will be helpful as you have very specific types of custom fields that you can use for those purposes. As we're looking at reports right now, it's a good opportunity for me to show you the next feature we've added to GiftWorks 2011, which is the ability to save report designs. I'm going to go to another report, and I'm going to look at the Source of New Donors report. In previous versions of GiftWorks, you're able to make customizations to reports, so you can make a report look exactly like how you want it to look. In this case, I'm looking at a bar chart type report. I could also change it to be a pie chart, or I could make it a very traditional looking list type report. And that's great. I can go ahead and make these changes, and the next time I come back to this report, it will look exactly like it does right now. The only challenge is if you want to look at a single report multiple ways, you'd have to make those changes every time you went to the report. But in GiftWorks 2011, you can now save exactly how a report looks, so that at any point you can come back and look at it just the way you're looking at it right now. So for instance, in this report, I'm going to change it to a pie chart. And I'm going to click on the Save Report Design link. This Save Report Design link, it's going to say source of new donors, and I'm going to just call it a pie chart. And I'm going to click on Save. If I go to my Reports button at the top, I will see that it's been added to my favorite reports, and then down at the bottom I can click on Source of New Donors Pie Chart. Click on OK, and I'll see it comes up exactly like how I had it before. But one of the great things I can do is if I go back to Source of New Donors and View Donor Reports and look at Source of New Donors, I can go ahead and make changes to this report. And even though it's a pie chart right now, I'm going to change it to be a traditional list. And you'll see now I'm looking at the Source of New Donors by list. If I go back to Reports and click on Source of New Donors Pie Chart, I'll see that it has preserved my pie chart. So what I can do with the saving report designs is to be able to look at a report, a single report, and save it a number of different ways. Perhaps if I'm showing this to different audiences, or I have different people who need to see this report, or perhaps I just want to see this report, a single report in multiple ways. Saving report designs will help you do that. The next improvement that we've made to GiftWorks 2011 provides you even more control over your reports and your smart lists. In this case, I'm looking at a pie chart report that I've created, and I want to send it to somebody. In previous versions of GiftWorks, certain kinds of reports had limitations about how you could export them or send them to other people. In this case, we've added the ability not only to save all kinds of reports to files, but also to send them out as an email. If I click on the Save to File link, for this chart, I'm going to be able to save this as a PDF file. I can go ahead and save this on my computer. Or if I wanted to send it to somebody through email, I could go ahead and choose the file type. In this case, for charts, I can send them as PDFs. I can provide the file name that I want to attach it as, who I'm sending it to, multiple email addresses separated by a semicolon. I can provide a subject and message for the email, and then say who I'm sending it from. And this will work with your Microsoft Outlook to send this email to some recipients. The same kind of power we've added to smart lists. So if I'm going to smart lists and I view a smart list, I can look at my board members list, and I could simply on the left-hand side say export this list, or I could send this list as an email to somebody. So in this case, if I wanted to send this list of board members to the board chair or to the executive director, I could say send as email, and I can attach it as an Excel file or an XML file or a CSV file. Once again, I could set up the file name, the email address or the email addresses, a subject, a message, and then who I'm sending it from. So we hope these new enhancements will improve your reporting and your communication with people, whether it be exporting or saving these files to your local computer or sending them through email. We hope that we've made it a lot easier to be able to work with those reports and smart lists. As I look down this list of board member names, it's a great opportunity for me to show you the next feature that we've added to GiftWorks 2011, which is the ability to search for donors not by how their name is spelled, but rather by how their name sounds, or phonetic searching. For instance, this name Storm Fairborn. That last name Fairborn it's easy to see how that name could be spelled in a number of different ways. But if I was adding a new donor to GiftWorks or adding a donation, and I was searching for the donor to add, if I didn't find Fairborn the first time I added it, perhaps if I misspelled it like F-A-I-R-B-O-U-R-N, and I didn't find the donor, I perhaps might go and add a new donor or do something else. When in actuality, this donor does exist. I just happen to be spelling the name wrong. So one of the things that I can do in GiftWorks 2011, if I click on the Advanced Search link, I can choose this option to include names that sound the same. So if I type in now Fairborn and click on Next, I'm going to search for names that sound the same, and I do find Fairborn because it sounds exactly the same. Once I've put this checkbox on to search for names, anytime I search in the lower left-hand corner now, I'm going to find names that sound the same. So if I even do it a lot different, Fairborn, I'm still going to find Fairborn. So this phonetic searching, we believe, can not only speed up data entry, but also can reduce the likelihood of duplicate donors. And in the next video, I'm going to start by showing you the brand new duplicate donor finder tool that we've added to GiftWorks 2011, and also the remaining features that we've added to GiftWorks 2011, which includes improved receipting, improved pledge payment handling, some new mailing tools, and more powerful notes. So I hope you'll tune into the second part of our video series about what's new in GiftWorks 2011. Thanks for watching.